Hello students, good morning all of you. Today I Ravindra Mohan Mishra from Sri Jagdamba Sanskrit College Batho. I am taking the class of Shastri first. Yesterday we have learnt some explanation from death be not fraud. Further now we understand some more explanation from the same poem. For this, today's first paragraph is: Thou art slave to fate, chance, kings, and desperate men, and dost with poison, war, and sickness dwell, and poppy or charms can make us sleep as well, and better than thy stroke, why swellest thou then? These lines have been taken from the poem Death Be Not Brought. These have been composed by John Donne. Donne was the pioneer of metaphysical poet. He is known for his songs, sonnets, satires, elegies, and sermons. This poem consists of one speaker who will do all of the talking and accusing of his subject. In these lines, the poet conveys that death, though adequately personified, cannot respond to the accusations of the speaker. The next paragraph. In these above lines, the speaker has taunted death, telling him that he is not to be feared, but rather that he is a slave to the will of the fate and man, and begins to taunt death with more ferocity than he did at first. Here he calls death a slave to chance, kings, and desperate men. He tells that death he is not mighty and dreadful, but rather a poor slave who cannot even act on his own, but is driven not only by fate and chance, but also by people, rich and poor alike. He then accuses death of having lowly companions such as poison, war, and sickness. The speaker certainly feels authority over death. He passes this feeling along to his reader when he put death in his place by talking down to him. The speaker continues to taunt death even more, saying that all he brings is a little sleep, and he does not even do that he will, as some other bringers of rest, such as poppy or charm. This comparison further portrays death as something not only weak but even pleasurable. The speaker questions death, asking, Why swellest thou then? He is asking him why he is so puffed up with pride when he cannot even do his job as well as others can. Next paragraph. In short, we conclude that the fact that death is not actually the end of human existence, nor is it necessarily something that should concern people. Again, we can say that death is just a way to the never ending world of pleasure and life. We strongly say that people never die. Again, we come on the next paragraph. One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die. These lines are taken from the poem Death Be Not Proud. These lines are composed by John Donne. He was the pioneer of metaphysical poet. John Donne is known for his songs, sonnets, satires, elegies, and sermons. This sonnet consists of one speaker who will do all of the talking and accusing of his subject. In these lines, the poet conveys that death, though adequately personified, cannot respond to the accusations of the speaker. Next paragraph. In these final lines, the speaker reveals exactly why he has been taunting death so relentlessly. Although it is obvious that death is real and that people who experience death do not come back to the earth, the speaker reveals his reason for claiming that death is weak and easily overcome. He claims that death is only one short sleep and that those who experience death with wake eternity. Then he claims that death shall be no more. Finally, he tells death, thou shalt die. The speaker has not only told death that he has no real power over anyone, but that he will experience the end of himself when all wake in eternally and death will no more. He paints a picture of death as an arrogant being and one who needs to be humbled. The speaker assumes the position of the one who must humble this being, death. He tells him that he ought not to be so proud. Here the speaker accuses death of having illusions of grandeur. He claims that while death thinks that he has the power to kill, he actually does not. Next paragraph. In short, we conclude that the speaker first humbles death by telling him that he has the power to overthrow lives in simply an illusion and that he has no such power at all. Then, to further humiliate death, the speaker calls him poor death. Again, we can see that the speaker is making fun of death for having lived under the illusion that he had any sort of power over life or death.